You can get ideas from this window, even though that's clearly a real window. You could still get ideas for how the shadow looks, etc. Then I'm taking another paper, and this will go underneath, right? And what's cool about this version is I could do the whole picture without worrying about getting the window dirty, because it's going to cover it up, right? Look at that. Look at that, second graders and all other kids who are still watching. You can do that. You could go in opposite directions, which is called cross-hatching, which is actually a really, really important artistic technique. That doesn't have any details. I'm just, I'm sort of rushing to give you guys more information faster, okay? So something like that, and then you would either staple it or tape it or whatever. And feel free to combine ideas from the first grade version. So that's second grade, first grade, and now third grade. Previously on this, what I did to do this third grade version is I took a piece of paper that was about half as wide, I think, yeah. I'll show you how to rip paper without using scissors. Rip it neatly, just fold it, and you probably already know this part. The more you crease it, the easier it comes off. And what I'm going to do is take a little bit of tape from my friend Rufus, sorry, just named him. All right, sorry Rufus. All right, can I have more, please? Taping it to the pencil, and then I'm rolling it. As tight as I can. Can you tell what I'm making? So I'm going to do two little lines there, and then I'm going to do the window here. You could decide what's in your window. See the previous part for that. I'm going to roll this tight again. And here, I'm going to cut or rip by folding it right in the middle there, using scissors to just cut. Or ripping it, and I'm going to put the pencil in here. This was an issue that I had when I did that one. You might actually want to take the paper off when you do this, partly. This is why it's a third grade project or fourth grade. It's a little bit complicated because you got to get the pencil in there. Okay. I think I lost my piece of tape. I think it's good that you're seeing that I'm having a hard time with this, just so you know that it's not that easy. And it doesn't want to stay on. Okay. Now I'm going to roll it without ripping my paper, if I can do that. Watch this. What if I roll it really tight and push it through like this? That's one way to solve that problem. Okay, and then what you'll see, it's a shade. Hold on a shade. Huh? Huh? All right. But you probably want to do something cool where you have something on the shade. So the idea for this one, third graders and everyone else, because you know this is a cool version as well, is to put what you see out your window. But here, you're switching to Captain of the Clouds, and you're drawing where you'd like to be. This is me, what I drew is me back in the classroom, because I miss you guys, and there you guys are, the backs of you looking. There's the chair that I sit on the rug. but it also has trees because I've really been going into the woods a lot and loving it. And then the skylights, the windows in the ceiling, have space, outer space. We've been watching a lot of Star Wars. So that's that version. We'll call it the 3rd grade version. The 4th grade version, the same kind of thing, but I did it as a blind. You know the blinds? I think they call them Venetian blinds. They fold like that. Same idea at the 3rd grade version. This is what I see out my window. Oh, and this is perspective, 4th graders, which I'm actually going to show you how to do that. But that's what I want you to try to do, is get more of a realistic 3D look. See how the road is going diagonal? It looks like it's going into the distance. And then this is like a castle in the middle of the woods. I'm being a captain of the clouds and imagining that I'm there. And I use the technique of wetting the napkin. And one final version for the 4th graders, but really you could all try this, is to take tape and make your window out of tape. This might be, you know, maybe some of you will do all of them. I mean, you have a week until I give you a new assignment, you know? I know that you have a lot of other work, so you certainly don't need to. But if you want to, it's a whole lot better for you and for your brain and your happiness, really, than just watching something or just playing video games. No offense to video games. It's just that the problem is they do a lot of your imagining for you. They do a lot of it for you. That's the only issue with it. I used to play video games when I was a kid too. But we didn't have phones back then. Be quiet, Mr. D. They don't want to hear you preach to them. Okay, sorry. So let's just say that this is there's a house right next to me and I can draw right over the tape. There's another house behind it, overlap, ow, right? Now this road maybe goes off in diagonal, so it looks 3D, off into the distance. You'll learn that in middle school, actually. And the houses kind of get smaller, right? And I'm going to make it night and make the road dark. Yes, I'm painting right over the tape. It's fine. And then I go over with a wet paper towel. And look at that technique. Right? And the other thing you could do is a pattern on the inside of your wall. Again, this is for 4th graders, so you could totally do something like this, creating a light pattern. And the other thing that I did here, as you can probably see, is I did a shadow at the side of my Crayola marker, just on the one side and on the bottom. It looks kind of 3D, and then I can do it here too. It's a cool technique, right? So we'll call that 4th grade as well. We'll call this one optional, alternate. Let's call it alternate version. So there you have it. The 1st grade version, the 1st version, 2nd version, 3rd version, 4th version, and alternate version. Really, any can be for any grade, and those were very basic that I did, and you'll notice I didn't use any color, so you're free to do that as well. I do recommend using marker for this project. Thank you. Good luck. I look forward to seeing your work. Take a picture and upload it if you're able to. Thank you.